Hola my dudes, it's Nikki from the Kia Chainsaw. You may have noticed I have moved locations. So I'm no longer on the floor or that side of the bed. Don't mind my wall, that's in the middle of being redecorated and resorted. And I also now have an office space, so that'd be good. So today's video is going to be a book review, not a collection video as I've made, two of those now, and they're I don't really like, judging by where my bookshelf is now. No, sorry. I thought it stopped recording there for a second. Judging where my bookshelf is now, I don't really have a lot of things I can probably do collection videos on. Probably. We'll see in the future. So today is going to be a book review, and the book that I'm going to be reviewing is a very infamous book, a very controversial book, and no, it's not a true crime book. Well, you can kind of say it's true crime because there was a. Well, I'll get onto that in a minute. And the book is American Psycho by Bret, Easton, Ellis. This is the new cover, by the way. It's not the. I couldn't find a vintage copy of it, mainly because they're probably expensive, and that's how I annotate. But I'll get onto that in a minute. So, American Psycho. I'll first say one thing. I watched the film before I read the book, and I'll get onto that. But first I'll say I enjoyed the film, and I thought the film was great, insane, and great, and Christian Bale and the others did amazing, and seriously, that film was just insane. But let me get on to the book. Now, I'm not really gonna spoil a lot of what happens in this, mainly because you should either read this book or watch the film. But because actually, you don't really need to read the book. But I'll get onto that. So this was first published in 1991, and it was Bret Easton Ellis's third book, I think. So if you don't know who Bret Easton Ellis is, he's a very, very interesting author. He's a very controversial author. All of his books are, well, most of them contain nihilistic characters who just do nothing, and sometimes there'll be like pages and pages of, like, in his books of them just doing nothing, just narrating what life is going on. And I'll get on to my opinion on Bret Easton Ellis in a minute. You may notice it says from the best-selling author of Less Than Zero. I'm currently reading Less Than Zero, so there might be on Audible, so there might be a little video about that in the future, because I heard that gets fucking insane, and I'm trying not to swear, so yeah, who cares about swearing? So there might be a review for Less Than Zero, because what I've said, because it does get pretty insane. Anyway, American Psycho. What can you say about American Psycho besides, oh, pardon me, it's crazy. Now I should really do a video where I read sections of this, because some of the stuff that is in this book, oh my god. But I just want to say I'm not a professional reviewer, so if I mess up saying stuff or do random things, it's because I'm not a professional reviewer. And you're also probably wondering why I'm wearing a jumper in September. It's cold in my house. Okay. Now. Okay, I just saw a word there and I just fell. Sorry, just get my line packet. So. Okay. So, American Psycho. Sorry, I've just rambled on for the past like 4 minutes. So, this book is about a Wall Street banker. Well, Wall Street banker. Patrick Bateman. He works at a Wall Street type building called Pierce and Pierce, and he's a psycho. That's it. Pretty much. It's pretty much it. So it says on the back, American Psycho is a bleak, bitter black comedy about a world we all recognise but do not wish to confront. I have to agree. Bret Easton Ellis, you have issues, man. You have issues. I don't want to. Was there something that went on in your personal life that you need to talk about? Because, oh right, should I just like, I don't even think I can actually say some of the stuff that's in this book, because I'm not, I'm stumbling on words because it's just not, there's just stuff in this book that I really, really can't talk about, because it's either sexually graphic, violently graphic, or just graphically boring and uninteresting. Like, for example, there's an entire page. This is actually funny. I'm not saying this is important. There's an entire page dedicated to what's inside his apartment. I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, an entire page. It's like a good 15 pages of just what's inside his his apartment. Honestly, I said my name for a second. Looked at my name. So I'm gonna go into what these are. These are how I annotate. They're actually envelopes. I don't have I don't have annotation, like, you know, the things you can stick there and you know, you can do that with. I don't have them, because the ones I have, they come off easily and they're not, you know, sticky enough. I hate that word. So I just don't have them, so I'm using envelopes, and these are just notes of stuff I find interesting. So I'll go over these real quick. This one is at another restaurant. What's this one? Lunch with Bethany. Yeah, they're all like the restaurant ones, mainly because the stuff does go a bit weird. Christmas party. Okay, I want to talk about the Christmas party one. There is an entire, oh my god, there's an entire bit dedicated to what's on the table of, like, the Christmas table. Like, it's it is ridiculous, and I don't know why I'm looking at it, but yeah, what can I say? It's just really, really, really weird, and like, I don't know if I should say any of the stuff that's in this, mainly because, first of all, it's graphic as hell. Like, there's something with a rat, and then there's something with a chainsaw and a nail gun and somebody's fingers, and that's all I'm gonna say. But it's just I understand why this book is very controversial, because it is, because I can understand, I don't know why I say because, it is very, 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 for the time, like, this probably would have been challenged, not in challenge like a school book or anything, you know, like you know how The Outsiders, which is, you know, like a really challenged book for that time, is also one of the most popular young adult novels of all time. But for the time it was published, 1967, it was very, very controversial, mainly because it glorified gang violence, and there was strong language, and, you know, just normal stuff you would see in, like, YN stuff. But for this time, nobody had never read anything as graphic as this, because, like, there's even, like, the worst thing is about this book, Patrick Bateman, he is a psycho, but you still really like him. And this is what I get onto with Bret Easton Ellis. He's slowly becoming my favourite author, and I don't know why. I just feel like, you know, he's definitely got some issues. Like, don't get me wrong, he's got some really, really, really fucked up issues, and I know when he wrote Less Than Zero, he started it when he was 15, and he was 21 when it got published. I don't know how old he was when this got published. And it's like, were you working through issues at the time? And I understand, like, I love anything that has to do with, like, like nihilistic or nihilism or anything. Not that I'm not a nihilistic person myself, or narcissistic, as the actual word. Not that. I just love anything about people who are messed up and don't give a shit about the world at all or people. And I just like reading about that. And I don't know why. It makes me sound like a messed up person, but I swear, stuff I like. It's probably why I like Harmony Korine so much, even though he's a very messed up person in his own right. But I'll get onto it. I can make a whole video about him because I go far back with him. And it's, I don't know, I keep staring off the corners, the light's flacking over there. So I don't even know what to say, but I enjoyed this book. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was great. Sorry, there's somebody in the next room. And I just don't know what else to say. If you liked the film, read it. If you didn't like the film, why read it? Actually, no, you probably could read that. But just remember, just take my word for it. It is graphic as hell. And just reading sections of it now. Anyway, if you, like I said, if you like the film, you can read the book. But if you didn't like the film, why the hell are you reading the book? But you probably could read the book because it is a good read. But it's very, very. You need to be in the right mindset to read something as messed up as this. Would I say it's the most disturbing book ever wrote? No, because I'm a true crime fanatic. I've read worser than the stuff that is in here. I mean, there is many, like, outside of fictional crime and true crime, there are some messed up cases out there in the world. A quick Google search and you can find the worst. I mean, there's, I know in Less Than Zero there's talks about snuff films and stuff, and if you were around in the Live Leak and Best Gore days, you've probably seen a lot of them, like I have, and no, like, the whole deep web stuff, I've seen all the messed up stuff in the deep web, most of it obviously, but, stuff anyway, moving on, but if you like this style of writing, this just very narcissistic, no remorse, like, look onto the world, read it. That's what I did. I don't know what else to say. It's a good book. So I like the cover. The cover's interesting. I would do a video where I read sections of this, but like really random sections, like. But I'm not trying to get my channel demonetized. So yeah, if you wanna read like any disturbing extracts in this book, probably look some of them up because there's probably some online because wow, it gets fucking crazy. But yeah, my opinion on Bret Easton Ellis, I've already said this, but he's got issues. He actually has issues. I don't know why. I mean, this is his most successful novel. Less Than Zero, all his other ones, I know Rules of Attraction is one of them, and Imperial Bedrooms and The Informers. I know all of his like books. I don't know, I've not read any of them. Well, besides this and currently Less Than Zero. But I just really don't know, like, what else to say about Bret Easton Ellis besides he's got issues. And I recently was doing an IMDb, like, troll around, whatever that is, and he wrote this really, really bad, like, internet horror film called Smiley Face Killers, which is not based on the Smiley Smiley Face Killer Theory. I think it is. I didn't look up that much because I saw who wrote it and directed. He wrote the film. He wrote the screenplay, and Tim Hunter, who did like River's Edge and all the other really good films and stuff like that, he directed it. I'm like, okay, I never saw the film because it looked dog shit, and it's like Bret Easton Ellis, the author of this, technically counted one of the most disturbing books ever written, wrote a really crappy horror movie. I mean, I know, like, I just don't know. Sorry, my nails annoying me. Tim Hunter and Bret Easton Ellis. That's a thing That's a thing I never wanted to see. As soon as I saw it, I was like, Bret Easton Ellis wrote that. But anyway, so that was my review for American Psycho. Ending thoughts. Give it a read if you like the film, and if you like the style of writing, and if you like these books, if you like books about fictional crime psychopaths or whatever, and you like Christian Bale in the 1980s, and just anything to do with whatever else is in this book, because there's a lot in this book. Yeah, give it a read. It's great. And that was my little review of American Psycho, and there probably will be a Lesson Zero one because I'm kind of at the start. I'm 48 pages into Lesson Zero, and so far, okay, my brain's fried. Okay, my brain is fried because it's you'll see once I finish it. And anyway, that was my thing. I'd just like to say that there probably will be maybe film reviews or book reviews or even maybe more collection videos because I like doing collection videos. I have inquired new things. I don't know why I said I didn't, but I did inquire new things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.